Welcome to Property Week, the week that was in property with Locations Estate Agents Gladstone. Alicia Williams here, Director and Property Sales Specialist at the agency. We also have Tanya and Jamie joining us today. So a cute little bunch, and also using our nice virtual backgrounds to emulate the space that we're in. Obviously, I have a waterfall behind me. Tanya's showing her lovely gardening, and Jamie's got one of his Speak to Properties there as well. So let's go through the stats. We're back on with open homes at the moment, but restrictions for 10 people, including the agent. We had 15 open homes on the weekend, 25 groups through, some really solid interest, lots of first home buyers and investors, and solid numbers through each of the properties and different people, which is also nice. There are data collection forms that we do have to complete with COVID. So if your agent is hassling you before you get through the door, and waving that COVID form in your face, that does need to be completed. Unfortunately, it's just one of those things that we have to tick off before you enter a property due to that COVID regulation. Team, hot properties. Jamie, 28 Squire, had to fend people off at the door.
Yeah, so I didn't think that would have to happen. So I had to actually stop some people because we had so much interest in that place. She was an affordable property. We literally, I had most inquiries I have had been in the business only 6 months now, which is fantastic. And got a lot of really good feedback from there. And a couple of disappointed parties there, but a very excited party as first home buyer through 28 Squire. Also had 3 of my properties go under contract and accepted offers last week, which is fantastic. So I think, like you said about the open homes, a game changer. And you're talking about the catch-up effect. So people are out and about again. The confidence is back. Plenty of first home buyers and plenty of investors I've found too who are looking for that second property because we have that record low vacancy rate in Gladstone at the moment, which is really good. So
it's a good return on investment because there's not only the potential upside for increased rental yield, but also capital growth. And that's a real rarity if we look at investment markets around Australia.
We were talking about that before COVID hit. Like we had that record month in February, and there was that gradual climb happening again, which is what we need in Gladstone. It was happening, and I think it's already showing signs of happening again already, which is fantastic for our region.
Yeah, terrific. Tanya, you've also had some pretty solid numbers doing lots of second inspections before people sign the dotted line.
Yes, we had a lot of second inspections this week, which is awesome, but we still haven't got anything over the line yet, but that'll come with time. With this weekend, we've got quite a few open again this weekend. I've got a new little one out there I'm going to do a little plug on already, number 47 Ann Street, a lovely little home. And if you've been thinking about staying on the fence, come in and have a look. I'm opening up on Saturday. It's a great property. It's close to the CBD and it's listed at $199. So, you know, it's affordable for everybody. A lot of my stuff at the moment is very, very affordable. So if you're wanting to get in, and now's the time to get in, you know, the property market's telling us, you know, Gladstone's just starting to come into the rise. It's on that good situation where, yes, we're going to get capital growth and so forth. So, yeah, it's great at the moment. There's great buying here in Gladstone.
And you mentioned it the other day either in our sales meeting or potentially the last video that we did around the property clock. And we know that Gladstone has always bucked the trend compared to, say, Sydney and Melbourne, where those guys are starting to come off, but we're down the bottom and starting to come into that recovery phase. Interesting how COVID and the COVID hangover will impact that, if any. We know that Gladstone sat very well after GFC and even during the GFC. Our issue came with obviously LNG post-boom and what it looked like in that sort of space. So I think there are some good opportunities here for people. And as you said last week, international investors looking at it, interstate buyers. Jamie, you've had people calling you from Melbourne. People see value. And if they're not getting a really good return on their money in the bank with interest rates, property is the next best thing, realistically, especially with the government bonds and stuff paying really low rates. So good opportunities. Any hot listings coming up? Shameless plugs, Jamie?
Hot listings. So I've still got my 93 Nanando, which is a beautiful house out there in Calliope. Very large block. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's prestige living in a quiet suburb. So look, I'll be opening again this weekend on Saturday. We haven't I haven't got a time yet, but it'll be around the midday time. So look out for that, and please come through and have a look, because you will be impressed.
I think so. And that nice Queenslander you've got behind you, I'll be opening that one this Saturday. Yeah, Vicky of 118 Auckland Street. She is an absolute pearl of that one, right in the heart of town.
Really love
Opposite
it.
church, so if you feel like you've sinned on a Saturday night, you can go there on a Sunday and feel better about yourself. Or you can just duck down the shop and grab yourself a coffee and a croissant, whatever works for you. But really nice property, very private, even though it is in the heart of town. That one will definitely be open. We've got virtual tours on that one as well. Even though it's in a body corporate, it's such a good buy. Rarely will you get a house with that much space. It's just ridiculous.
I do so have that one down at Boyne too, that Michael Court, number 15. That's 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms on 1,251 square metres. So you've got room to put a shed, pool, everything there, close to the beach, close to entertainment for the kids, you know, to the skate park and everything like that. So great neighbourhood. So, yeah, that's going to be open on the weekend as well on Saturday.
And just out of interest, we do have people that are looking for acreages. And when I say acreages, we're looking at 5-10 acres within a 15-20 minute radius of Gladstone, and also 80 plus acres, again, within that half-hour radius. People also looking for farming areas too. So if you do have something that meets that criteria, please get in touch. The market is definitely starting to move. We're not seeing prices push just yet because we had a little bit of a sort of pullback around COVID when confidence fell back. But certainly there's a really good opportunity going forward to get into the market now, but also maybe make that 20 or 30 extra that you need to upgrade or downgrade based on your property goals. Any other final words, team?
Just what you are saying with the listings and that. I just want to give a shout out to the people that were going to list or thinking about it. Obviously, understandable you put on the brakes because of COVID, but I really do think it's time to list again, because we have really seen a shift in the market, an influx, if you'd say, with buyer activity.
Yeah. Well, just with the amount of stuff that's going under contract, the supply is shortening up, and we still have solid demand. So that's where we start to see price increases in it. It might be a $5,000 or $10,000 shift, but it's a $5,000 or $10,000 shift in the right direction if you're a seller, particularly if you've been waiting 5 or 7 years to cash out or do whatever you need to do, or make that upgrade. Plenty of people that still have that acreage dream. They want to live at Beecher. They want that, 5 acres or even just an acre to themselves, but they've been waiting to sell their property in town to make that transition. So that extra 20 or 30 goes a long way. And also House and Land packages out of Beecher as well. So stay tuned on that one. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Jamie. And we look forward to seeing you out on the Open Home Trail this weekend. Thanks for your time and thanks for watching.